you've read the book Atomic Habits and feel like you'd need to reread it again, watch this. So I read the book way back in 2022. So 2022 to 2026, those are like 4 years. And if you're like me, I felt like I needed to reread this book because it's one of the best books that I've ever read. And it has the richest blueprints to getting better and changing your habits. So when I felt like I'm going back into the trenches, I felt like I really needed to read this book to refresh my mind on the golden lessons of that book. But the book is too long for someone who has already read it, and I already have a couple more to cover. So at this point, I could have gone for a YouTube summary on the book, maybe, but then I discovered the best, and I mean the best way to go about this. So this is a tool, an app that was developed by the author of the book himself, James Clear, and the app is called Atoms. Okay, literally from the book itself, the essence of atom, building block, Atomic Habits. So this is an app that gets you from reading and consuming to actually implementing the lessons of that book.
Okay, so here's the app and here's the homepage. You can see my habits that I was tracking here. And he insists that you write identity-based habits. So like you can see one habit of me, develop my skill. Why? Because I want to become skillful and leverage my full potential. But the best feature is the mindset. Here in the mindset tab, you can access the articles that are there daily. And here are all articles that he has written and extract from the Atomic Habit book. So you can read about how to start a new habit. You can read on productivity, how to get your mornings straight, how to stick with good habits and all that. You can read on self-improvement. You can read on goal settings, how to set goals well, behavioral psychology, including dopamine and reward system. You can read on procrastination, willpower, motivation, and all that. And if you're looking to refresh your mind on this book, this is the great place to do that. You can also set a timer for a focus session where you can also add music to it to have a focus session here. Yeah, all this you can get in this app and it's really, really great. You can also track your progress. You can also invite an accountability partner in this app.
But here's the caveat. Some of the best features of that app are under 28 free day trial. Thereafter, they are locked under a pro subscription. But that could work for me because what I needed to do was to refresh my mind on the golden nuggets of that book. And in 28 days, I could have covered possibly almost everything that I needed relevant to what I needed to refresh my mind to. This could include articles on procrastination, extracts on behavioral change, dopamine, habit building, habit stacking, and all that. In 28 days, I could have covered almost everything that I needed while practicing building new habits, stacking them, and all that. And I did that, and I gotta say, I'm as good as reading the book by just using this app practically. So, if you're someone who feels like rereading the book, do this instead because then you get to practice, not actually consume, but to actually practice what you already read, rereading it and practicing it on the app. But if you have not read the book, you could go this way because then you get to read and practice. But I would advise for someone who has not yet read the book, you read the whole book first. Then you get the whole context from beginning to the end. You get to understand every concept because this is more of like a summary. Yeah, so if this was helpful, go and check out that app or comment below link and I'll share that link. And if this was helpful, follow and subscribe for more.